Good morning. My name is Kate. It is December 9th, 2024, and I'm just coming on to make a quick video. I know in one of my last videos I said that I was going to find a therapist to help with my food addiction. So first I wanted to give an update. I had said that, I had been consistent with a couple new habits that I've developed, and that is reading every day for 20 minutes, going to the gym every day during the week, and then walking outside or getting some fresh air on the weekend. Nothing strenuous, just making sure that I'm moving. So last Friday was 6 weeks of doing that, and it also happened to be the end of the month when I was going to be weighing myself at the gym. So I had taken the scale out of my own home and moved it upstairs in my son's room weeks and weeks ago, just because I didn't want to be weighing myself every day. I was too discouraged by that. So I have continued with my working out every single day and then getting some exercise outside on the weekend. And after I weighed myself, so I'm only weighing myself once a month, I lost no weight, even though I was very consistent. Over those 6 weeks, I only missed 2 days, and that was because I was driving to South Carolina and back to Florida. So on those days, I did not go to the gym and actually work out, but I did get some exercise outside on those days. So it's very discouraging, right? And that's the reason that I moved the scale upstairs, is so that I didn't see that. However, the habit is sticking, right? I feel much, much better when I'm exercising than when I don't. So I'm continuing on with that, and I know that it hasn't made a difference yet, but I think the reason that it hasn't made a difference yet is because I hadn't changed anything about my food consumption. So I was eating horrible. I was even eating worse than I had been eating prior to starting exercise. I think for some reason in my head, it was giving me, having a consistency in exercise was giving me an excuse to eat really badly and make bad food choices. So I'm going to try and get my mind around that and focus on that too, and then put that in conjunction with the exercise, and hopefully that'll help. So I did go to BetterHelp and find a therapist to see if I can get some skill sets developed on making healthier choices in the food that I am consuming. But and the new book that I'm reading also is, has undertones of therapy in it too. So I'm enjoying that a lot. It is called Own Your Past, Change Your Future by Dr. John Deloney. So I'm trying to keep all my things focused on certain things at this particular time, right? Like, I need to get out of debt, so I am keeping like the Dave Ramsey show playing in the background whenever my mind needs to focus on something, or wants to eat, or wants to go out and do things that I shouldn't be doing. So and then if I keep my reading focused on the things that I want to learn about, I think that'll have a beneficial effect as well. So I am continuing with the reading, continuing with the exercise, even though I'm not seeing any difference there. But I am happy that I am establishing new routines, right? And that is something that I should give myself credit for, because being consistent is not something outside of my professional life that I've always been. So work-wise, I don't have any issues. So I found a therapist, continuing to exercise, continuing to read, and then before my mom died in July 2024, I had been doing really, really well with intermittent fasting, and had lost almost 30 pounds using that. And I was doing I would switch it up a little bit, but in general I was doing OMAD, so I would just eat one large meal a day and then wait 24 hours and eat again. And that kind of depended on my work schedule, when I was off, and those types of things. And I have fasted over the last couple of years for up to 4 days. 4 days was my longest fast. And you get some crazy health benefits from doing that, right, with autophagy and cleaning out the old cells and your body actually being able to focus on repairing itself. So I know one of the reasons that I wanted to exercise was so that I can feel the inflammation in my back and in my knees. I can feel it. And I'm sure it's food related, absolutely no doubt. So what I wanted to do is put a little challenge in front of myself and try and do a 5-day water fast. So with black coffee, as I'm not giving up coffee during this fast. I don't need that challenge in front of me as well. So I'm going to see if I can get through. So I did start last night at 5 p.m. So my last meal I finished at like 4:30, and then I started the fast at 5 p.m. So it's early morning, well, not early morning, but around 7 o'clock on December 9th. So I've already been 12 hours. 12 hours has never been an issue for me. Actually, day 2 and day 3 seem to be the hardest. And one of the problems that I have noticed in the past is when I fast during the week, it's harder for me because I have a lot of stress at work, and the stress from work triggers the need for me to eat, right? That's the response that I've gotten over the years. So I have to undo that, and I have to figure out new patterns and new things to do with that stress. So I'm still trying it. I'm not going to say, oh, I can't do it because I know that this happens. So I'm trying it, and we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty confident that I can do it. So I have some plans this weekend. The high school that my son goes to, it is first time ever making it to the 7A district championship game. So I'm going to head down to Miami for a bit and watch that game. And my son doesn't play football, but it's a big deal for our school. So I'm going to go support our school and watch that game. And then I'm doing all my Christmas baking on Sunday for all the families that we're close to, and so I'm sure I won't be fasting on Sunday. I will try not to eat all the cookies. Last night I made all the cookie dough and didn't eat anything. I did that after I started my fasting. I had a really nice large meal, and then I came home after having that meal and did all my baking of all the batters, and I make all my stuff homemade. So that was probably the first time ever I haven't tried some of the batter, but I've made those cookies for 20 years now. I know exactly what they taste like. I know my recipes backwards and forwards, so I don't have to try those cookies. I know how they'll come out. So we'll see how I do with that. Anyways, I didn't make any progress in weight over the last 6 weeks. And fasting, I've never had a problem with losing weight. You know, you can take off weight very, very quickly when you're fasting. However, you know, when you start eating, you put that back on very quickly as well. At least 4 pounds of it, because 4 pounds of it is generally water initially. So we'll see how I do. I'm looking forward to it. And the one thing, if you've never fasted before, that I can say is after day 2, my brain is like supercharged. Like my brain works so much better. And I think once I lose a little bit of the weight, I'd say maybe 10, 20 pounds, I'll be able to switch quicker into making ketones. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. Like I said, today is day 1 at 5 p.m. It'll be 24 hours. Day 1 is generally not an issue for me. So I'm hoping you all have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'll try and get on and make another video every day this week to let you know how I'm doing. So day 1, I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a beautiful and blessed day.